Alright, so I guess that green little indicator at the bottom of the screen is, to truly know, I guess that I could just go to my channel. I just get anxious whenever I do this. Why? Well, because I don't do this often. But anyway, the description says something about the election. Well, it's 1:29 in the morning, November 5th, 2024. I honestly feel a little more antsy about this one than I did 4 years ago. Yeah. I don't like the anxiety. I have my various things that I use just to ease myself. I mean, I could honestly be asleep right now, take some of those anxiety pills just to ease my mind off to a nice slumber. But I just. My mind just. Oh well. I mean, I guess that I still might have ADHD or ADD or something, since that my mind goes in many directions. But a few days ago, like yesterday or the other day, um, uh, I was watching like an Asmon Gold video. Looking into the camera gives me anxiety. It's not like the camera's gonna steal my soul. Oh no, it's gonna steal my soul. Ah. Anyway, so a video of Asmongold, and he was talking about this squirrel named Peanut. Kind of a funny name for a squirrel. Anyway, Peanut's home was at an animal sanctuary, and for some reason, these people waltzed in, took the squirrel, took it away, and euthanized it, and said that it was to test it for rabies or something, because some woman in the area got bitten by a squirrel. I mean, doesn't rabies usually take like a week or two to manifest or something? Couldn't you just hold the little critter in quarantine for that long? And if it begins to show signs, well then, you were right. Then you get to kill it, unfortunately. But at that point, it's a mercy. But, nah, it seems like Peanut was a healthy, non rabies infected squirrel. Mm, poor Peanut. I mean, I wasn't a follower of that Instagram account. Didn't know it existed until 2 days ago. But I mean, I already knew that there was government overreach. But hmm. uh, anxiety. Feeling you in my heart. little, little vagus nerve. Maybe. Uh, find that marijuana honestly helps me. Although sometimes I feel like I do it a bit too much. Uh, oh well. I mean, I I do like the idea of Kamala Harris legalizing marijuana, but I don't think that Kamala Harris is the one for this country. Nah. My ADHD impulses are telling me to spin. You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record. Anyway, I'm a spin in my head. So Kamala, she's I kind of wonder what pistol she has. Since that we've seen Trump's stuff, like we've seen it on him. Kind of wonder about her thing. I mean, it's good that she hasn't ever really had a reason to use it. Meanwhile, Trump actually kind of has a valid reason to have one on him because they tried twice. And one of those times came like 2 inches away from his head. It grazed his ear. He was shot. All right. Yes, it did graze his ear. Yes. Superficial wound. But if his head was tilted ever so slightly, well then, a good chunk of his head might not be there anymore. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good for this country. Because then, Kamala, hiya, we're the president now. Well, I mean, I guess that maybe it could have also gone to Vivek or RFK. Maybe. I mean, if that did pan out, it wouldn't look good for that party, I don't feel. The Democrats. Since the Republicans were saying that the Democrats would go after them and just, no, well, that didn't happen. That's not reality. No. Just keep Trump rolling around in those armored motorcades. Mhm. Go here, go there, go everywhere. Rally here, speech there, campaigning everywhere. Kind of wish I was drunk right now, but I actually have some in the pantry. That's for later. That's for the result. Um, it's a shame that I'm a little sick right now, though. Oh well. Kind of wish that the camera was a little better than 720p. But oh well. 720p is HD, right? Do I have any more Coke? You know, thinking of super bass. That line of Nicki Minaj saying, he might sell Coke. Why do they censor that on the radio version? I know, it's referring to cocaine. I know. But kids don't know that. Maybe it could be Coca Cola. You know, it might sell Coke. Oh, Coke? Coca Cola? Yeah, I want Coca Cola. Coca Cola. If only I had some rum. Hmm. But I do have some cinnamon whiskey. I bet that would go good. Hmm. Again, later. I feel like this little, little bug that I caught. Might have been from the bar. Went to the bar on Halloween. Kind of fun there. Enjoyable. The people, the atmosphere, the music. Yeah. Whenever I go to the bar, I feel a bit anxious. What do I say? What do I do? But I find the answer to those questions fairly quickly. I just keep to myself. If people interact with me and I respond, and what do I do? Well, I sit my butt down at the table and I wait for the barkeep be like, hey, this is what I want. And they're just like, ID, please. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, just open up my wallet and be like, yeah, here's my ID. And they're just like, all right, I'll be right back with your drink. And it's just like, yeah, thank you. Sit around, pan around on my swivelly chair, see the sights, listen to the conversations, hear the music. Just hear the clack of the pool balls making contact. Click, clack. Very sensual. It's a sensual experience. A little overwhelming. A little overwhelming for my little autistic mind. That's okay. Again, that's what the marijuana's for. Just keep calm, move along. As long as I have this, I am okay. But at the same time, if I don't have this, I'm also okay too. All I need is anxiety meds. I don't really like to take those, though. Only when I'm about to do something that might have increased anxiety levels, like going in the car for extended periods of time. Hmm. I feel like my motion sickness is tied into my anxiety. Hmm. What? Oh, zuma, zuma, kala. Hmm. It's a weird bubble. Oh well, I guess it's fine. So tangents here, tangents there. Let's find something. Hmm. Trump does misspeak, yes. But so does my grandma. I like to make comments about Trump's cognitive abilities and such. Everybody misspeaks. Biden misspeaks. But I feel like it's more than just misspeaking with Biden. America being defined in one word, and that word ends up being, uh, was it in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping? Yeah. I try to look up the full context of things. Try not to take things out of context, because that's what the media likes to do, whether it's the left or the right, like to take things out of context. It's a good thing to read for yourself. Be like, what did this person say? Read it for yourself. Hopefully, you have the reading comprehension to understand. And if you don't, oh, get educated. Learn to read. Hmm. I think that everybody should know how to read, but it's unfortunate that there's actually a percentage of adults in America that don't know. Hmm. I mean, I do believe in some comprehension test or something to be able to vote, but then that would preclude a lot of people that actually should be able to. Oh well. Oh, I have a solution to this problem. But then that creates other problems. Oh, never mind. Uh, hmm. Well, the green thing indicates that you're working, but are you? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ugh, I do not like my room. Why? It's cold in it. Why? Insulation sucks. Why does it suck? I guess that. Hmm. Oh well. New windows, new weatherproofing, both. Oh well. Mm. I kind of wish that I did like videos or live streams sooner because, like, I guess that it would have been well, like more often from like years ago because I guess that it could have been like a log or something of my feelings, thoughts, emotions at the time. What I was doing at the time, say playing a game. Oh well. Man. Uh, 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 well, switching away from politics for a little bit. Hmm. Kind of like seeing these thunderstorms going from Texas all the way to Illinois, pretty much. I know that there was a tornado watch in effect earlier, as well as a particularly dangerous situation. Confirmed tornado on the ground many hours ago. I wonder how that town is doing. Hmm. Something brewing in the Caribbean. Cuba's gonna get a taste of something soon, as well as Florida. Raphael. Hmm. I kind of like using the My Radar map. It's useful. I can see the jet stream. I can see the storms, where they're moving, the intensity. I can see lightning associated with it. The different colors indicates what kind of precipitation there is. Red generally indicates high precipitation, and purple is really high, or hail. Generally, I associate purple with hail, especially if it's in the middle of red, of a thunderstorm. Good old hail core. Generally, don't want to be underneath one of those because then you have stones falling on your head. Spiky, icy hailstones. Now, sometimes they might be harmless. Other times they put gnarly dents in your car and crack your windshield. And then moving on to volcanoes. I've always had a fascination with those. If only I did become a geologist. Oh, I mean, there's always a chance, but it feels like 12-year-old me being like, I want to be a geologist. No, a volcanologist, actually, or a firefighter. Well, 12-year-old me, I think that scoliosis thing would make firefighting kind of hard for you, especially with that oxygen tank that you might have to carry around in order to actually breathe inside a house that's filled with smoke. Now, if I wanted to do something like that, strap a big, heavy tank to my back in order to breathe, I would go scuba diving. And even then, there's a risk of dying. But the reason is because I mean, in the water, it feels like things are lighter. So instead of feeling like I have this big, heavy thing on my back, it's not so bad. And plus, I might have to have that big, heavy thing on my back and carry someone on my back. My back is cringing right now just thinking about it. Need to get up and just. Ah. Ew. Man. Oh, I mean, at least when I danced a little bit at the party a few days ago, my back didn't really give me too many issues. Yeah. At the same time, I gave my back a lot of rest. I was sitting a lot. Kind of have to do that. Otherwise, my back is just like. Rah, 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 rah. And I'm just like, ah, ha, ha. Just pop a gabapentin or two. Smoke a bit more weed. be like, okay, it could be worse. It could be better, but it could be worse. Hmm. Distract myself with some YouTube, and then have to get up for some reason and be reminded, ooh, bit sore, bit of pain. But the gabapentin kind of eases it a little bit, you know. That's just the weed. Hmm. Ugh. Yeah, I really don't think that marijuana deserves to be in the same scheduling as like heroin or meth or crack or something like that. Ugh. I hate allergies. But no one has really overdid, no, OD'd, overdosed. No one has really overdosed from marijuana. I mean, they might have felt like they did. Just been like, I ate too many pop brownies, man. Oh. Yeah. Calm down. You're gonna be fine. You're just gonna feel weird for an hour or two, but it should pass. You should be fine. And then you have that psycho bitch that killed her boyfriend because she smoked weed. But what? Huh. Well, I do know that marijuana has a psychoactive component to it. So maybe for that one individual, or for a few individuals like her, maybe it might do that. Which is, yeah, marijuana doesn't make you do that. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. Like, people that do pot are known as the chill, mellow guys. Now, the people that do bath salts or meth or speed or something like that, crack, they're the ones that are known for being, like, weird. I mean, we all know that Shaggy from Scooby Doo was a stoner, and he's pretty chill. You know, instead of fighting monsters, he'd rather be in the mystery machine eating Scooby snacks with Scooby Doo. You know, because of that cartoon, I tried some cat treats when I was a kid. Although it's not the first time that I've done that. Yeah, doesn't taste great. I mean, if I absolutely had to eat it, if there was no food available, well, it's absolutely. It's. Yeah. But at the same time, when would I ever have to do that? Huh. When would that ever be a thing? Yeah, I feel as if nuclear war happened, I might not fare very well. But at the same time, I feel like 99% of us wouldn't either. Maybe not 99%, but a good 90 over. The ones that don't immediately get destroyed will die later. And it'll be very slow. Starvation. Um, feeling hungry. Hunger pains. It's just like, oh, man, I haven't eaten in hours, man. Feeling hungry. My stomach. Let's get some stuff in you. And it's like, oh, no more pain. But now you might feel pain in another way because you ate too much and you're bloated, and it's just like, oh, man, I ate too much. Get up. And it's just like, don't puke. But in a nuclear war, the aftermath, I don't think that there would be much food to go around. And it's painful to be hungry. So it would be pretty painful to starve. I don't want that. Mr. Putin over there in Russia, just playing with his nuclear deterrent toys. Hmm. Kim Jong Un playing with his. Mm, I hope that no one pushes the button. But the first shot isn't likely going to be an all out ICBM thing. hundreds or thousands of missiles flying within 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah. It'll probably be small, tactical. Hmm. Except that I'm very sure that even that if that happened, that we would know pretty quick. And then I would be like, oh shit, it's actually happening. Oh no. Well, I think it's time to get some alcohol. Let's just store that in the pantry. Even more booze than I already have. When the end of the world happens, why not get drunk? Very drunk. Yeah. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if someone on the Titanic was helping themselves to the booze that was on board while it was sinking. It's just like, well, if I'm going to go out, I may as well have my last drink, or two, or three, or four. Fuck it. It's just like one drink, two drinks, three drinks, four drinks. Fuck it, bottle. But tonight, if I do drink, mm, I don't think that I'd want to get drunk, do I? Nah. Since that my birthday is in a few days. And I'm still feeling a little sick. Yeah, that sounds good. Ugh. Ugh. Hmm. Ugh. I don't like my allergies. Ugh. Well, It appears as though I'm feeling worse and worse as time goes on, which means I need to sleep. It was fun.